It's you, and it's everyone all together now. I am the spookiest of the scariest of the spooks. I'm Spooky Scary Man, and I should probably go shower after this. Guess what I get to do today? I get to confront my boss. Why do I keep confronting my boss? Jensen, why does everything you do revolve around confronting your boss in some...
I can just see them entire young all gathered around their TV screens watching Elijah's bias coverage and laughing at us. Locked up in our offices because of a mob of lunatics.
On top of that, they're probably the ones running those super soldier drills in the first place.
Why can't the police just push all the rioters back so we can leave?
It doesn't work like that, Christian. There's something called civil order that needs to be maintained.
I just want to get home before the Pistons game.
I got they just hovered back.
CEO of the Taeyong Medical Corporation commented on the images.
I'm not happy about this. The situation needs to be diffused. And I think it's going to take a whole lot of Jensen to get it done. I get to confront my boss for the millionth time.
Here we have a good example.
No,
of
I don't care about your show
and
tell.
displayed on the wall where we
Oh my
make
God.
this
I
building
didn't mean to do
feel
that because
much
I was all
more
confused because the F button is usually
important
used.
and bigger than what is actually playable.
And I remember the first version of it when I was playing it. The level artist had slapped up a sign, and it basically.
So actually now we see a guard in the front of the camera. It's actually one of the first concept art we did as we were researching for the cyber renaissance.
This design goes back to a really long time, like probably something like September or October 2007, and before story, before everything, and I think that's like the only place we ended up figuring out that we could fit them in there.
Yeah, because we thought they were really cool,
Yeah.
and then we were like, you know what, they don't fit in the story, they don't fit in the world we've created per
Yeah.
se, but we were like, Yudaru will have some guards with him and stuff like that, and we were like, hey, we thought about those guys, and let's bring
And
them
they do
back.
fit. They do
Yeah,
fit
no, and it
visually.
works really well because they also kind of help establish the presence of Darrow, which was something that we were struggling with a lot in the game. We knew that we wanted to feature him more. We do put him down, you know, you can go to one of the pillars and you can hear about Hugh Darrow, but you don't know who he is. You see newspaper articles with him. But this scene needed to communicate so much about Darrow, kind of make him this mysterious figure and make him kind of, well, is he a good guy? Is he a bad guy? I don't know. And I think those bodyguards kind of help to add to that sense of, wow, this is a powerful guy. So in
But-
the end, I think it works.
And the cinematic director wanted to put him close to the fireplace so we could see the flames, and therefore we were alluding to the fact that he was bringing hell on earth eventually. So.
Dark stuff.
Yeah.
Island. Frank tracked down one of the GPLs.
Only one? Is it?
Sevchenko's. But Adam, he had to call in a favor of the DOD to do it.
Meaning the conspirators probably know I'm coming.
God damn it. I preferred it back when the conspirators didn't know I was coming.
You're Adam Jensen, right? The security chief here? Your men did a good job securing this
You
building.
look
when the
like you
riot
would
broke
fit
out.
in right at a fetish party. I hope the fetish party was worth it. Make sure my stream is working out. Oh, I forget that that's a live feed. Oh, don't mind me, guard. Why would he? Why would he get upset? He doesn't work here.
Access granted.
Golly, all the oxen free. I can't believe I keep having to confront my boss. It's so dumb! It's like, Jensen, you're back at the office! Go talk to your boss about something important! It's probably important. Probably. I like it they have the little logo on the floor. You can really see the, hell on earth from here. I want to look at the front door. Wow, they've got guns trained. Hello, I'm obstructing the line of fire. I guess this is what they meant with the whole Icarus thing. Like, they flew too close to the sun and now everything's gone bad. go see if Pritchard has anything to say. He's probably like, you know, I don't really like working in this environment. Like, I'm about to get shot by some random protesters, and I have to put a... Oh, he's not even here. What? Pritchard! Pritchard! He has a security rating 5. Lucky for me, I have a security rating. I don't give a damn. Holy bananas. Oh, he sent on a show. Oh, that's me. I can't believe they're talking about me like that. Jets on! I need to go to my office. I need to go to my office. I need to knock these 2 guards out. This has gotta... He just knocks out some security personnel. He's like, "What are you doing on the job? Sleeping!" He just gets mad. He gets so angry about it. And it's all his fault, and he's just like, "Oh, it's your fault." It's only... Why is my computer locked? There's no more security in the building. I'm just gonna go with a Mandrake. Whatever, I can't... It doesn't want to cooperate today. Let's just get out of town! Anyway, I did pick up some security codes, and I guess it would be slightly impolite to leave doors left unlocked. I mean, it's impolite to leave them locked. I think I unlocked everything, though. I think I went through everything proper and gave everything the good old-fashioned look-see. Except this one. Of course, they leave the computer unlocked. Oh, damn, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. Sure, you don't get paid as much, but you get paid vacation hours, man. Those are great. If you're like in a bad spot and you gotta shuffle out for a moment, you can just be like, "Hey, I got unpaid vacation hours." It's not a rough deal. It's not a rough deal. Sure, again, if you don't need the money, you can do it. It's like, oh, you can get the money 1.5 times, I guess, or you can smart a deal and get smart and drink a beer. God damn it, Jensen. Get out of my way. Get out of my way, all of you. Every single one of you. I hate you. You know I hate you. I hate you so much. Fuck, I threw away all my concussives. And I don't think I can trigger... Oh, let's just do it. Let's do this.
The footage sparking the riots appears
I can't use weapons in here. Oh, damn it. Forgot. Oh, I'm so dumb.
Performing crew.
No.
Boss said we're heading back to Hangshaw?
Pritchard tracks Shevchenko's GPL signal. If he's alive, there's a chance the rest of them are too.
That's a pretty big leap, Jensen.
We've been making big leaps for a while now.
Whatever you say. You ready to get...
No time like the present. Let's get going.
Then hop in.
Jensen! Jensen! God damn it, Jensen. God damn it, Jensen. We don't pay you enough for this. Jensen! Jensen! I just want to keep going. Just keep going, Jensen. I know, in a moment we're going to crash, and things are going to get super bad. I'm going to have to go tippy-toed. I don't think that's how EMP blasts work. Electromagnetic waves have a tendency.
So yeah, this cutscene has been quite a challenging one to produce. Then Jensen goes back to Hengsha for the second time, but this time around he's ambushed by the bell tower guards, since he already did quite a lot of mess so far in the game. And at this point, like, we were trying to give a sense of not give a
dismissal shot. Sorry.
To give a justification for the VTOL to crash, but without using an explosive. So we went with this kind of MP grenade, and getting the FX was quite challenging. And you might not notice, but the layout of the map where the plane crashes, it's reverse compared to where you start in the game, but nobody sees it.
Malik, we've got company.
I know, but the bird took some damage. Gonna need to patch it up before I can go.
I'll stay and cover you.
Negative. You need to get away from here and find Dr. Shevchenko. I'll be fine.
Don't be a silly duck.
Maybe, but this is your best chance to slip by them unnoticed, and you know it. So get out of here, Jensen.
Enter combat.
Get down!
Oh my goodness, I'm not prepared for this.
Activate self-destruct sequence.
Come on, Jensen. Jensen!
Cover me! Reloading!
Jensen! You can do it, Jensen. Just believe in yourself.
Jensen, the bird's fixed and I'm taking off. Now get on with the damned mission. And thanks, Spy Boy.
Anytime, Fly Girl.
I'm such a good guy. I'm too cool for school, yo. I'm too fly. That was some smooth moves with some big risks. That was some really big risks, though. I was an inch away from death. Brrr. Like, as much as I claim that I don't need it, probably want to get some of that. Get some resistance. But hey, we saved the lady. I'm a lady saver. I feel good about myself. There's a lot to this area, isn't there? And it's interesting how you start up on a small elevation, and then you sort of work your way out from there.
I remember very much when Frida dies, having to do this whole thing. It was quite a process to get it. It was really, you know, you play the whole game and Frida is with you and she's your companion.
Jensen, I've been monitoring comm activity around Hengsha. Bell Tower's looking for you. Hard.
I know. They ambushed us, Pritchard. Forced us to make an emergency landing. Malik barely got away in time.
But they're supposed to be...
The good guys?
Just give them a wide berth, Jensen. If they recognize you, they'll shoot.
So this is the part where I have to save. Press the button again. Go down and get Malik's little commentary segment, and then I load back up. It's the first time I've used my gun in centuries. I still don't quite understand, like, the proprietary thing. Because if you're gonna make something proprietary like that, like, it's not a general design, or it would be like click click, and it would be a lot easier to use. Because if it's proprietary, usually it has these little nooks and crannies attached to how it functions. I'm still surprised I managed to save her though.
I remember very much when Frida dies, having to do this whole thing. It was quite a process to get it. It was really, you play the whole game, and Frida is with you, and she's your companion. And Jensen and Malik have this relationship. They only call each other by their last names throughout, very professional. And this was a scene that would really strike, and it's the one time he actually uses her name. If and you only get this scene if you haven't managed to save her, if you actually flee. And the other thing that I remember about it was that the person who kills her, who shoots her, it depends on some of your earlier choices. There is the TYM head of security, Nahari Khan, who you could have seen in the eavesdropping scene in Tong's office if you had done that.
In the hive.
In the hive. And then if you didn't do it there, then it would be potentially he was leading the charge of bell tower soldiers, and you could have killed him at that point in the capsule hotel. And if you didn't kill him then, he might end up inside Tai Young medical offices and patrolling. And if you didn't kill him then, he was the one who actually comes out and kills her. But if you didn't, if you managed to kill him, it was a different guard. And I remember most players probably don't even know who Nahari Khan is.
Yeah.
But for many of the members on the team, he was such an important person.
Character.
we created this whole thing for ourselves, you know?
Yes.
You know, in that event, one of my friends called me the moment Malik died, pissed off at me.
Yeah.
Like, why did you kill her? Like,
this became a huge
thing.
And the all the fan art of Adam and Farida
the whole relationship,
together,
everything.
People like it became stronger than Adam and Megan. Like people think that the ones who should have been in love are these two, and when she dies, and I remember like the countless meetings we had for how are we going to see her being killed?
Yes.
How far do we want to bring the camera? Is it going to be a cutscene? Is it going to be in game?
Yeah.
Far, close? It just
that was hard, tough decisions.
Oh well. It's F8 because fuck you. There we go. That's a pretty important bit of developers commentary. Nothing Finn said he would show up, but apparently he isn't. Nothing Finn apparently doesn't feel for showing up today. For which I only have to say, oh my god, Nothing Finn, like really? Really, really, really? You're all like, I'm hope it's gonna stream tomorrow. How come it gives you that warning, even though there's not much there? Like, you can save Farida, but it ends there. And if you leave, you probably won't have the time to save her. Unless it's like you want to go back and secure her body.
What, Macer?
Yeah, we're not gonna go over there.
Jensen, it's Pritchard. Have you been watching the news?
Been a bit busy, Francis.
Jensen, the World Health Organization is advising all augmented patients to check in with Lim. There's a problem with biochip technology.
The glitches I've been experiencing.
We've all had them. So far, I can't determine why.
You heading to a clinic?
I'm running a few more tests. But since I can't exactly run them on you, and we don't know when you'll be back, you might not want to wait. Up to you.
I'm not gonna do this. I'm just here because I think they might have new Praxis kits. And I love shopping. I'm all about that hot new stuff.
You're here for recon.
I'll think of...
Clinic is very busy.
I want your Praxis kits, madam. It's the only reason I care about money, and I also want your cyber jars. I'll buy those.
You're very...
And then I'm gonna jack up. And where do my hypos go? Did I jack myself already? Oh, there they are. There you go. Feel better.
Clinic.
See, if you buy those, eventually you're gonna be in a bit of trouble. Because the chip makes it that in the boss fight you basically get crooked. And I'm not going to trust them anyways. Just look, come on, Lim's already got their hand wet with corruption, so.
冷静，医生只有那么多，你觉得他们同时能给几个人做手术呢？有点耐心，我们一定能进去的。
The World Health Organization today issued an unprecedented recall on augmentation.
So there's Beltar security everywhere.
Malfunctions and electrostatic disturbances have been flooding in from around the globe.
What's my route looking like? I need to get over to the Wang district, so I need to take a left at the end.
So I imagine VersaLife's got to have an opinion on things. Think they'll give up all that money to get on neuropozyne sales? Nuh-uh.
They can't have that much influence, not if the whole UN decides to pass restrictions.
Biotech companies have got to scramble.
Going through the world. Don't forget to check the description for a thing that's gonna cost me smack of money, cause I'm dumb.
Mr. Jensen, Hugh Darrow here. Please forgive this intrusion, but David assured me of your cooperation and discretion. I find myself in need of some assistance.
I'm listening.
A contact of mine, Meng Yao, is in Hengsha, waiting to fill you in. I'll upload her coordinates now.
Say. Mr. Jensen, right? Thank you for your time.
Really?
Your boss described you as a most precious asset. Apparently, you are very efficient and always get the job done. We could definitely use a man like you for this operation.
Let's hope his confidence is well placed then.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Mr. Darrow doesn't trust just anyone. We need you to help us stop a group of terrorists who are threatening the Panchaea project. It is not an easy task. Are you sure you are up to it?
Okay, I'll help out.
Excellent. Here's the situation. It has come to our attention that these terrorists possess highly classified proprietary information about Panchaea. We've been able to convince them to sell it to one of our agents, a man named Lo Fei. The meeting is supposed to take place near the Alice Garden pods in the Daigong district.
And you want me to crash this meeting?
Actually, there will not be a meeting. We are sending you alone to ensure Mr. Fei's safety. The terrorists will not be expecting that, and will have the information with them on a data chip. You have to neutralize all of the sellers and retrieve the chip so you can bring it to me.
I don't get it. If Fei set up the meeting, why risk sending me in his stead? Why doesn't he or even some of your other agents drop in on?
Because Mr. Darrow wants an absolute guarantee.
Anything else I need to know?
The sellers are expecting Mr. Fei and Mr.
Story him up.
This was not what I was expecting. To get another fucking side quest. To fucking again go to the other goddamn side of the map to do some stupid. What is with this game and sending you to the other fucking side of the moon? It's like, oh, you're on this side of the map? How about you go to the other side of the map now? I can understand the need for some diversity, but do I really look like I currently give a fuck? The meeting is located in the Ellison Garden district.
You want to try that again in English, Sergeant Wong?
My apologies, sir. But I wasn't aware we had to speak English on duty.
Bell Tower is an English outfit, and that's how I want the scum down here to see it. We gotta let them know who's running this place.
Yeah, we don't want these street rats coming out to talk.
Run! Give me cover! You can't run!
Oh, straight deck to the face. Could have gone a bit better. But you can't win them all, I guess.
Ma'am, have you seen a heavily augmented white male tonight?
Why did I still have that equipped? I thought I changed it back to the augment little thing. Might as well just swallow down one of these big old canisters of goopla and make a run for it. Man, this game's kind of cool. I don't see the use of doing another killer playthrough, because killing people generally doesn't accumulate that much. Surprising how the non-lethality route technically just follows the same procedures. Like, the evasion to combat changes more than the lethality of the situation. It's like, come on.
You must get that chip.
I got the chip. The cellars are out cold.
Excellent work. Seems Mr. Darrow was right to trust you. We will send people to take care of the terrorists. Could I see the chip?
How about you tell me what's on it first?
Blackmail, Mr. Jensen? Don't waste your time. I won't.
She's a beta.
Look, you're a powerful young woman. You're in a position that warrants your access to class.
I guess your point is not entirely without merit. But
Hyron Project.
I'm not surprised. It is.
You're saying the Hyron Project?
Yes.
Thank you for your honesty.
Ah, perfect. Even though this was a favor for Mr. I'm sure Mr. Darrow will wish to.
Are those all baddies I have to take care of?
It seems David has a flair for choosing his people, Mr. Jensen. You have done me a great service today.
Glad I could help. Couldn't let information about something as sensitive as the Hyron Project get in the hands of the wrong people.
No. No, we couldn't. So, Meng Yao told you about the project, I see.
A little.
I'm afraid words can't do it justice. To fully comprehend the ramifications of what's been created in Panchaea, you'd have to see it for yourself. And who knows?
And who knows? And who knows? Maybe one... Oh, damn it, I just changed my volume settings. I don't know if they're good now. Damn it.
Perhaps one day you will.
Sure. Oh yeah, I bought a whole bunch of praxis kits. Let's use them. Now I can throw EMPs willy-nilly. And I've got mines. Should have gone for smart vision though. Perhaps that would have been useful in such an alien environment. Surprised no one saw me with that one. Where am I going? This building is full of people. People that, unsurprisingly, I don't really want to deal with. Yes, I'm a secret agent, man, but... Where am I going? Another floor down, another floor down. Once I get that extra floor down, I'll be at the first checkpoint, I guess. Where's the other floor down? It's right around the corner.
No, you're Irma.
Does this take me there? Probably. If I play my cards right, I can go anywhere without getting seen. This is a great way to make some friends. This is a great way to make some friends. You know what? You know what? Make some friends.
You will die. Quit that. Come here, Lau.
Oh! I like how that guy just stood there while I did this.
So here we're in the room where, depending on how it went with you guys with trying to save Farida Malik or not, but if you failed, she ends up being dead on the table here. And originally, like, now she's just dead there. But originally she had severed limbs and everything. It was more a gruesome scene to make it even more disgusting. Like that.
We even saw some of her like bowels sticking out.
Yeah,
It was really gross.
Yeah. But we had to modify it because we were not complying with the Japanese ratings for the game.
And I'm glad that we did, because I know that a lot of fans who failed to save her were absolutely super upset about this. And I remember one person telling me at a convention that he went there, and when he saw her body, he dragged her out of here. He searched through all the streets of Hangsha to find a safe place for her, because you do not leave a comrade behind.
Must have been a Marine.
Yes.
The cool thing about that room as well is that it's one of our great showcase of a bit kind of like underground black market augmentation thing, because it was an important theme in the game and in some of the stuff we wanted to do, but in the final product it ended up not being all that present. And in that room you really see like all the mess, the blood, the awkward tools, I guess, and stuff like that. So it's
the other side of the metal, basically.
There's
good, there's all shiny and stuff, and then there's the aftermath.
That's it.
Which you don't see.
Jensen, the amount of walls you are damaging. Someone's gonna have to pay for those walls. Someone left their fucking pockets. How about I don't? I just lame it out like a lame ass. Because, kind of a pro when it comes to laming. I have no problems hitting every single one of you with a fucking stun dart, although I have thrown away a bunch of them, and I'm starting to regret that decision.
You can't escape!
Do 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 do. No 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 no. I like how originally I was all like, I'm gonna do this stealthily, and then I kind of shifted towards, you know what? Considering the circumstances, I might as well just go butt fucking crazy.
So there's not a lot of computers in the Harvester Hangout, but one of them in particular belongs to Tracer Tong. We needed to establish his presence, first of all, for the link back to Deus Ex, but also because you could have, in different versions of this, depending on what you do, you might be sent on a mission by Tong to rescue his son Tracer. And so we kind of tried to put evidence around through emails and things about Tracer, his connection to the Harvesters, and foreshadowing how in Deus Ex 1 he's going to end up being kind of anti-augmentation.
Yeah.
And so we did it, and one of the computers here in particular belonged to him.
And thanks to Steven, because he was the one really pushing for us to nail Tracer Tongue, and you came up with, like, I can't remember, you had a document at some point about how to do it right.
It's because we had this bonus mission that we were adding, and I really wanted to put a lot of emphasis so that the real DX1 fans would be able to recognize, and people who aren't, they'll play, they'll enjoy it, but I really wanted to send at least a message. Devoted fans, like, here's some information about Tracer Tongue that you might not have known about, or stuff like that. Just little throwbacks are always fun.
So because of you, we didn't screw it up.
Yeah.
Cutscene. Man, these guys are really frowny about this.
That's far enough, Guaylo.
Jensen! Don't be such an ass. Be nice. Shake some hands. Smile! What a badass. I like his humor.
You disappoint me, Jensen. I thought we were friends. Then my hacker goes missing. You break into my place of business, and you don't even have the manners to knock when you enter a room. A lot of bell tower heavies looking for you, and you reason I don't just turn you over.
Yeah, Vasily Sevchenko.
Never touch the stuff.
You're wearing his arm. GPL device inside it. Let me straight to you.
Scavenged tech. Get you every time. Wrong woman, don't do that here. Sorry to say, the man I got this from wasn't in a position to complain. Bell Tower gave us his corpse a few weeks ago.
Bell Tower? Not Tai Young?
Tai Young's not the one grabbing people off my streets and giving me choice args, so I close my eyes.
Sevchenko had 4 other scientists with him.
I'm not wearing any of them. So maybe they're still alive, and maybe I help you out with this.
Go on.
I've got a pretty good idea where Bell Tower's been dragging people. Problem is, bastard's got my son, and he gets a bullet if I step out of line. See where I'm going with this?
Where's he being held?
One of my harvester boys will tell you all about it. Meet him in the sewers near the Alice Garden Pop.
I can hardly wait.
Jesus Christ, Jensen. Can you just smile for once in your life? Would it kill you to smile? Jensen's like, I didn't ask for this. And everyone is just like, oh my god, just stop it, Jensen. Oh, I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment. I'm gonna need a moment.
So this dialogue that you have with Tong Si-hung here was quite challenging to write in many respects. It was actually one of my favorites, but it was very challenging because we had to react to so many things. We had to react to whether you'd killed the harvesters. We had to react to what had happened to Ari Van Bruggen. And so there were all these variables that we had to do. And the one that we almost missed until the last moment was the fact that you might have played all of Hengsha 1 and Tong would never have met you. Because you could have snuck through the vents and eavesdropped on him. And I didn't catch that because the dialogue was always starting with, oh, you again kind of thing, like, oh, you've ruined all this. And how do we kind of explain that he doesn't know who the heck you are until you walk in here? So we almost missed it, but we caught it, and I was very happy that we did. But Tong was a fun character, very interesting.
And also at this point, like, Tong, I mean, we just wonder how many players really make the link that the scientist Chevenko in the walk-in talk at the beginning of the game that he has this really weird augmented arm, and now it's not Adam Jensen, Tong Xiang has it right now. So because now you've played for about almost 20 hours, like to which extent, like
because we've never heard anything from the fans or
No.
forums or fan art or whatever in relation to that.
No.
So or even the articles, reviews. I don't think.
It's either nobody remembered it by that time. Oh, we
Or-
thought it was bigger than it is, and
Then-
people really don't care.
People were just like, oh, okay, cool. It's that
okay, been there.
that guy with the mustache at the beginning. That's his arm.
The Movember guy.
Yeah, the Movember guy. The room as well is a good example of something that was important to us in the game. Sounds like all my stuff started with something that was important to us in the game. So this was also important to us in the game. Was every time there'd be something mundane, when like this is kind of like a boiler room or something like that. To always, not always, but as often as possible, to give it something special. And if you look at all the dozens, hundreds, whatever, of light bulbs on the screen,
I
it's,
love those.
It's a bit that. Say that again.
I love those.
You like them? Yeah.
So nice.
Well, see, there we go. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's kind of like that was the goal. It's like it's so commonplace in video games that. Hey, this is a boiler room. Here's a picture of a boiler room, and then the level end up looking just like a regular and mundane boiler room. Or I don't know. The example I give all the time is it has to happen in the lobby of a bank, and it just looks like a boring bank. Yeah. And we always try to make sure that those places would have some spunk nonetheless. And this is what these light bulbs do.
The rule probably is that a boring room doesn't have to be boring, right?
Pretty much. Yeah.
I want this for my bedroom ceiling.
I don't want to make it for you. Looks like a lot of work.
It must be expensive in electricity, though.
I hope they all wake up at some point. Man, there's a thing in the description that kind of details something that's going to cost me a lot if it comes to pass, and if it doesn't come to pass, well then you got that going for you. It's a thing, and I'm being a dumb, and I did it on an impulse. But I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna stick to my guns like a man, and accept the fact that I made a stupid mistake. It's 60% there, actually 59. And it's got a bunch of days to go. Chip in all you can. Make my worst nightmare come true. And I said I would play it, and now I'm also stuck with that on my back. God! I love destroying myself in the most hilarious way possible. It's not like I'm going to spend that money on anything else, so honestly, it's not that bad. Okay, where am I going? Oh, it's but fucking hell, man. The back and forth thing in this game is just maddening now. It's like you went to the Alice Pod Gardens. Would you like to go back to the Alice Pod Gardens? It's like... It's like they expect you to get like a mission and then go down and then do the thing. Why would you do that? Like, you didn't even know where your extraction point is at this point.
So rumor has it that Hugh Darrow is going to hold some sort of surprise.
Tony,
event summit in Pangaea.
Really? I wonder what he's gonna say.
All I know is the guys on the top are going to be watching.
That's an understatement. I can't see him supporting the vote for restriction. The question is, which way do we want to vote?
Where am I going exactly? I'm going 2 floors down to a harvester contact. Oh man, I just want to check my Tumblr and just look at all these things that come on because I need a moment to just take my mind off things! No idea what it's like to play this a whole bunch and then be like, fuck it. There's no one here. There's no friends. Wherever did the old noodle factory. I never thought I'd be in a situation where I'd be like, let's go to the old noodle factory. I do love
You one of Tom's boys?
No. I just like hanging out in the sewers because they smell better than what I eat for breakfast. Any other stupid questions?
Not yet. But if I come up with one, I'll be sure to ask. Where's the kid?
We thought he was in the upper city, holed up nice and tight inside the bell tower compound, but...
What could be safer than inside bell tower headquarters?
You're about to find out, Migrant. They're holding him just around that corner in the basement.
I have a feeling I may have met them before.
You are the escape plan, my friend. Didn't Tong tell you? If bell tower finds out anyone else is involved, things are going to get very...
So Tong's willing to risk his kid's life on one man's abilities?
Not necessarily. When you get to Tong, now get going. Wouldn't want you to miss...
So, I can't get seen ever. Or everyone is going to get so mad.
So the Tongues mission was a pre-order mission that we did. Actually, that mission was born out of another map that we cut, which was the Bell Tower HQ in Upper Angsha, and this is where you had to go to save Tracer Tongue. And since we discussed, we cut Upper Angsha, and then this Tracer Tongue thing went away. But as we had to make this new mission, wait a second, we can recycle what we cut for Bell Tower and do the Tracer Tongue.
We couldn't recycle
mission.
everything because we did want to have in Bell Tower. We wanted to have more of the evidence about the Namir and Fedorov, and we were unable to salvage that. But we did get the idea of rescuing Tracer back into.
So what's this place like? We've got one top floor, we got a bottom floor, which is a larger area.
Into this area of the game.
Yeah, but you had to rewrite quite extensively the dialogues for that you already have planned for Bell Tower, which didn't fit anymore with this new environment, which was an old factory.
Yeah, well, the big rewrite for this was actually just the Tong sending you on the mission itself.
Okay.
And we had to rewrite his dialogue and explain away... If you didn't get this mission, we had to explain why he sends you off to the port without getting something in return for it. That was kind of, for us, the big rewrite on this. But then this got to add some interesting new dialogues for Tracer and for all of that as well. So it was a fun little thing to add back.
I mean, I guess technically I already fucked up big time, but... Okay, so we are at location X. If I can get over there, I should have a pretty easy access route right out of town. And that's the end of the kit. Whoops! Okay, so bodies are very noisy. Didn't know that. I think this is the part where I have to make the very conscious decision. What? Like, how does that change? It keeps... I think this is the part where I just stuff my face with another one of those bottles. And I sort it out from there. I like that tactic, though. It's great.
Someone hide.
Rockets. If I'm up here, I probably don't need rockets.
I heard that. Come out.
Should have figured. I normally think about that you make a lot of sound when you land. I didn't actually know what the height was, because usually when I fall down... It's not a massive concern, I guess. Okay, my objective is to get over there. I need some intel on that situation, so I'm going to stuff my face with another one of my super jars. Or I can stuff my face with how many small ones? I have like 13 bars, so I might as well just stuff my face with 3 bars. Come on, Jensen, stuff your face.
Rolling.
One of the interesting things about Tracer when I was making this level was that I got a chance, to go back to Deus Ex 1 and look at some of his dialogues. And one of the things I actually requested was that one of the very famous quotes that Tracer says, I wanted Adam to say it to Tracer so that Tracer says it later on to JC, but
nice. That's so cool.
But it was kind of like this little throwback that I really wanted to do that I thought was really interesting that for sure the hardcore fans would recognize. But I believe I also remember with Mary, you were a little hesitant to write about Tracer because...
Well, yeah, Tracer is such a beloved character, but he was, beloved from 10 years ago, and people have a tendency to remember
glorify.
differently than it actually exists. And I know that when because we had to write dialogues for Tracer in here, that he would be talking or even talking to Adam in the dialogues. And so the writer who I assigned to this, Anakin Slade actually, went in and he was listening to all the dialogues and he was doing all those dialogues to try and get the tone. And I remember him coming back to me and saying, man, he's just flat as all get out and there's no personality to him. And I'm like, well, and he's like, can I give him some life or whatever because he's younger? And so it was a real delicate stepping stone that we had to walk there.
But I can't remember, did we manage to get the sentence you wanted in there?
Maybe. Go check for yourself. Go in the vent above his cell and park yourself there for a while and see if Tracer says something.
This is really getting on my nerves. Situation not improving. Situation gradually getting worse. Situation officially reaching a dead zone.
Come on, Father. How long is it going to take to break me out of here? I'm bored almost to tears. Locked up in an abandoned noodle factory. Talk about things not going according to plan. Oh, come on, Father. How long is it going to take to break me out of here?
Do you mean a box moved, and now you're overreacting to the fact that a box moved? T little.
Access granted.
I like how you find dormants. Why didn't I just... Oh, whatever.
You Tom's kid.
So my mother keeps telling me. But you are neither bell tower nor Chinese.
Wise assumption. Let's get out of here.
I don't think so. Last time I checked, no offense, American.
None taken. I wasn't crazy.
Well, well. Way to go, Father.
I feel a lot more confident about this.
You mean they didn't tell you? Not surprising, I suppose.
If you mean steal it from other people and...
Not necessarily a practice I approve of, but not...
You're still not telling me what that thing is.
Easier if I just show you.
Tell me something first.
Whatever do you mean?
Come on, kid. I may not be 100% up on the triads, but I'm betting your dad's not far from becoming a dragon head.
Under normal circumstances, you would be right.
You volunteered to be kid...
Let's just say,
I'm not following you.
Tong Si-hung would never willingly allow his only son to leave his side. I needed a...
So you orchestrated the kidnapping?
That may be true.
Right. And sometimes...
I will...
Yeah, but stick close.
Don't worry about that. I'll make sure Father sticks to his promise. See you later.
That's a really weird thing to give your kid. But sure. Apparently that's what dads give their fucking kids these days. A whole bunch of hoopla.
Did you hear footsteps? Yeah.
I'm surprised he just has this super invisibility device. Odd, since I have my own invisibility device, but his was all like white. Very, very shiny. Man, the moon's nice, white, and shiny tonight. That's pretty nice. I love a good, nice full. It's almost full. It's almost full. Maybe it was recently full. I don't keep close tabs on the moon like that. I'm not one of them lunologists. Should really buy some fucking stun darts, though. At this rate, I'm gonna run. At this rate, I'm probably gonna run. Nope, dude, you're fucking full. Your pockets are bulging with them. How are you ever gonna run out? Is that's the question I want to answer to. Riddle me fucking that. Do, 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 do.
Hey, hey, I know you. You're the one that...
You got the wrong guy.
What's it worth to you for me to thank...
How about I find some...
That won't be necessary.
I thought you...
That's for being an asshole. Hope you learned your lesson, punk! Punk ass bitch.
This is band tower business. Back off. Come out!
Oh my god, just look at how far I have to walk for this. It's like, I got inside the map! It's like, ah! There's probably a quick travel I don't know of. Oh man, the moon is so beautiful tonight. It's so beautiful. I can look out my window and I can see the moon rising, and it's a glorious sight. It's a very pretty moon tonight. I look at it and I'm like, wow. That's a moon I want to live on. Hello, buddies. How are you doing today? I'm just a cool guy doing your father a couple of solids. Man, moon always is a beautiful thing, isn't it? Such a... I wish someday I can go to some place where, like, the Earth's lighting isn't as bright, and I can just look, and then I can see with my very own little eyes the Milky Way. I've never seen the Milky Way, and maybe someday I will. Maybe someday I'll be blessed. Maybe one day. It'll be lovely, I know that much. It's going to be a glorious sight to see the Milky Way. I just want some quiet time, man. I don't want him snooping over my shoulder as I'm hacking their computer systems. You know. Just being pure cash. High roller.
Access granted.
Got like 16 of these fuckers. What should I give a fuck? Stun darts. Well, that was worth it. That was just worth it for the stun darts. I always like that. When you open a box and it's not like, hey, loot to sell, but the first thing that goes to your head is, I really like what's lying here. This is some stuff that I really genuinely care about. And this loot is great, because it's what I want. I should probably go and take a pee soon, and I should probably end this soon, because in general the stream's been chugging along like a chugga-chugga-choo-choo. And it wouldn't be good to keep this thing going too long. It's already been an hour. It's a good time. It's a good respectable amount of streaming time. Still like that I duped that guy. Just decked him.
You have talent, Jensen. You have any...
I take it the kid made it back in one piece?
He says I owe you a weapon. I always repay my debts. With interest.
I'll settle for you telling me what you know.
Bell Tower keeps 2 ships in port. They think nobody notices, but I keep an eye. Every couple of days...
Heading where?
A wise man doesn't ask. I just know the Heisensu pulls out tonight.
That's a whole...
True. But maybe you lucky more times than I...
Bell Tower runs tight security.
One of my boys will leave a package inside a locker for you in an equipment shed.
I'll be waiting with...
Oh.
They're all. You alright, man? You alright? You holding up? Got your face on straight? God, that was awful. Did not expect that. So, it seems the glitches are not just... They're like everyone. So it's got to be something sent from somewhere, because you can't get that kind of synchronicity without someone pinging in the system, basically.
You buy?
You buy? You sell? You have a face? I like face. You want to sell face? And he's just like, oh. Oh. I like how I keep persisting on being non-violent, even though there's just no chance in fucking hell that I'm ever going to do that one. Do you have any idea what it would take now to pull off the stunt that I need to pull off in order... Like, I can't. I just can't. I've already wasted my opportunity to get... the pacifist run, because I think a couple of people died somewhere. They randomly just die. If you're gonna do pacifist, you either have to run past every single person, or you have to do everything in a very specific order. You have to, like, sort of run your way through things. Now, I'm not saying that's not possible, because as I've clearly demonstrated, running through things is something you can do in a lot of games that are about stealth. Because ultimately, you get some gadgets that let you either move fast or incapacitate enemies, or generally just make life a little bit easier for you. And it starts being this game of, can you deploy your gadgets in time that you can just make everyone pay? Jensen, you're not wearing your coat anymore. We are in a different place.
So here we have what I think is one of the very, very top, most beautiful places in the game. Again, it's all about seeing the double-decker city. Another great matte painting done by Meduzart here in Montreal.
The Sick Vista.
We call it the Sick Vista.
Thanks to Steve.
It's just good. It's just so great to see something that's probably the most sci-fi thing in the entire game. Like, it could fit in any space opera thing almost, if you look at the kind of mechanical design that we gave it and all that. But yet this very kind of 20th century city that's at the bottom of it, and the very normal kind of docks and piers things and oil refinery things we have in the foreground. So great contrast here. Very impressive stuff.
And it's funny that one of the reasons it's so good is that you see it from a ladder climb, and that is
as you come out.
Yes, as you come out. So that forces the camera to look at it, and it's just it's breathtaking.
It gives a good sense of scale as well.
Yeah.
How huge that is.
And something that made me very happy on top of how successful it is that this is the first time that we truly shown the game to the public. This was at E3 2010, if I'm not mistaken, and this is I mean, we started in Hangsha, but we culminated in that part, and I was always like, every time, like, we must have demoed it like, I don't know, 100 times during E3, but every time that you know, we were coming out of that sewers and that vista was happening, I was always like, yes.
But demoing it at E3 always gave me, I always felt so guilty demoing it, because I knew that at E3 your briefer was Malik. And yet I knew that because we kind of adjusted the story for the demo, but I knew that it wasn't going to be Malik, because we didn't know if Malik was dead or alive here, and it had to be Tong instead. So that was always, for me, while I was demoing, going, yeah, okay.
It's a small lie.
It's a small lie, just a small one. But
there was a bigger lie.
Yeah, but we'll talk about it in another beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing, like, speaking of lies, it's I remember, like, when we get out of the ladder, like Steven said, and now we absorb this big structure of Angsha. Now we start to infiltrate the place, and for the first part of the demo, obviously we were still making the game, and the AI was still so buggy.
That's
at that
the lie
point.
I was talking about.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other one.
No. So many lies, eh?
So many lies.
It's a conspiracy.
Like Eliza says, trust no one, because everybody lies. And for the first part of the demo, we had to totally shut down the AI. They were just doing their patrols, but you could have jumped all over the place.
They didn't
you could
know
have
whether that Adam was there.
You could have shot the gun. You could have done whatever you wanted. They would have never reacted to you.
So we're at E3 playing it like, oh my god, he almost saw me. Oh. It's like-
and what's funny is that it was ensuring the experience, but if we were screwing up our
Critical path.
choreography,
Yeah,
then it would
People would have realized, well, he should have seen you. Like you're mentioning, like this thing is all hard and stealthy, and you were just right in front of him.
Yeah. And also, it's another map, the seaport, where we wanted to really reinforce somehow through emails the concept of the kidnapped woman.
Yeah,
it became the inspiration for
it
the
became the inspiration for the
DLC,
DLC, the missing link, which came after, because it was always something we wanted to have, is to explain that women were being kidnapped and that they were eventually going to be in the High Round Project. But the actual story, as we had written it for the game, didn't really support that strong enough. We had nothing. We tried in the seaport to reinforce it a bit more with emails hanging around it here and stuff, but we never did. So when it came time to do a DLC, we said, that's the story we're going to tell. And it kind of was the impetus for making the missing link.
Take out my EMP grenade. Can I breathe gas? I think I can, because I have this. Yup! Sorry, dude, but I gotta deck ya. But don't worry. That was some A-grade decking. I'm sure you'll get a promotion for how good you got decked, kid. Because sometimes people just get decked so hard that medals are awarded.
Access
Crossbow bolts, rate of fire upgrade. What does my handgun even still take nowadays? It takes reload speed and damage outputs. It's good to remember for when that becomes a significant factor. But for now... Good job, Jensen. Good job. Good motherfucking job, Jensen. Fucking rockets, man. I wonder if they put those in just because the original game had like a bunch of rockets you could use. It's like, oh no, I gotta keep those. Ha! Fuck do you think I am, man? If you are going to come over here for a party, I'm not going to say no. Oh, man. The tension's killing me. You know what's also killing me? The fact that thing that I'm supporting hasn't reached its goal yet. Has it reached its goal? Probably not, because I'm not that kind of magic. That's kind of creepy. After this, after we get to this objective marker, I'm out of here. I'm just that kind of person.
What are you doing here? It's you or me! Where are you? He's gotta still be here. It is too late to hide! Move in! Got you!
Get the alarm!
I've got you!
I don't know what just happened, but I'm out of here. God, I just don't feel in it. I'm really messing up today.
Get the alarm! Over here!
It's you or me!
Come out! He's here. Better search the place. Where the hell is he? No one. I guess he's gone. For now.
Time to unload!
Stop right there!
Oh.
You sure could teach my boys some tricks, Jensen.
Tong? How did you get this frequency?
Ancient Chinese secret. Now listen. You're going to plant that package in Administrator Wang's office. Put it on the bastard's desk and trigger it. Sound good?
Sounds like I'm doing you a favor. How does it help me?
The explosion should distract the guards. Then you hop in a cargo pod and off you go. But you only got one shot. No turning back once you trigger that thing, you get me?
I got you. Only set it if I'm ready to go.
Access granted.
If I knew that this ended up over here, would have been a little more careful about it. I'm surprised they managed to get this equipment out here, but
What's that? Who the hell is that? I'm going to find you. I'll kill you. On the ground. Where are you hiding? Stop!
I'm hiding right here in your face with my fists! Do you like it? It's my personal favorite. God, I should have realized that tranquilizers are the worst. Said I would stop. But you can't stop me now. I'm having such a good time. I'm having a ball. Don't stop me now. 600 degrees. That's why they call me Mr. Oh, I get you. This is breakable stuff. I'm out of here. Gonna call it quit. Next time we'll keep going, and hopefully I can start sneaking my stealth a bit more instead of being dumb.